been wondering how to play Fish? Well, I'm here to show you. If you don't know anything about the game, well, just watch this and yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to be teaching you everything about bow, rods, baits, how to actually fish up a fish for the first time, and the second and the third if you like this game, and about the special events that can spawn, which people fight over and usually get really angry if you get it, and what all this stuff means, like minus 30 progress speed, resilience, and all that stuff it says on your rod, because trust me, I did not know what any of that stuff was when I first got it. Oh, and also most importantly, definitely where not to go if you have a really trashy device, because for some reason this area is very hard, and how to get into special places, and so much more that you don't want to hear me talk about right now, so let's just move on to the basics of Fish. As soon as you spawn into the game, you're going to spawn here at this place called Moosewood. It's got the worst fish, I think, but you know, you don't need to worry about that right now. You're going to be directed to this guy over here. He's going to tell you to catch like 3 fish or something. You can do that if you want, but I mean, you can skip this tutorial thing here, which if you don't even know how to catch a fish, then well, he's not very useful, is he? You're going to start with this rod, and it does say Herculean or whatever that says there. That's just because I have an enchant, and I'll tell you about enchants later. Basically, one thing I need to tell you now though is that when you cast your rod, you don't just click, you gotta hold it down, and don't go for the perfect cast. It doesn't do anything, it just makes you cast your rod longer, and that in most situations doesn't do anything. You just want to try and get a fish as fast as possible. And you're gonna notice this feature called shake. You shake your rod to make it faster, but if you screw up, like say I clicked here, I don't fish anything, what the hell. And so you wanna hold it down, just don't bother trying to charge it up. Like I've seen people do this to wait to see if they can get the perfect catch. It does nothing, absolutely nothing. It doesn't make you get anything, so don't bother. That's a perfect cast. Nobody cares about them. So this is the starter rod. It doesn't have good stats, and I'll tell you about stats after you get your first fish. Continue shaking until you see something above your head. It's gonna basically, an exclamation mark's gonna pop above your head, and you're gonna see the fish. So, example, if you that is the fish, and you want to keep the spot in, hold down your mouse, and it'll go up, let go, and it'll go down. And basically, you just want to keep this bar where the fish is, and then when you catch fish, I'll give you it. You'll get extra XP if you don't let the fish go out the bar once. So look, here's the thing. Cast your rod, shake, and wait until you hear this noise. You're gonna hear, yeah, that means you caught a fish. Now, might be hard at first, and of course it will be because you've got like literally a trashy rod. You'll get your fish, and you may get your fish and be like, what do I do now? Well, you go sell them, but we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about some stats. You're going to start off with this trashy rod. Like I said, I'm going to talk about enchants later. It's going to be called the flimsy rod, and let me turn this noise off because I know something really loud is about to happen and then you can't hear a thing. 0% low speed, 0% luck, 0 control, 0 resilience, and max kg, that, and then it tells you how many fish you've caught with that rod. The low speed is how many times you have to shake. If it has a really high low speed, that's the less time you have to shake. Luck is that's stupid. I really hope you know what luck is. We got control, which is how big the bar is. So let's just get some comparison here. If we get a bar with 0.2 control, a rod with 0.2 control, you'll be able to see that the fish bar is actually really big compared to the flimsy rod that we just did. The flimsy rod has 0 control, so the higher control, the bigger this fish bar is, so the easier it will be to catch. The resilience is how much the fish moves. If you hook a really rare fish, it's going to be darting across the thing like example, you see this? The fish bar there, like the actual fish that will be moving around. If you have really low resilience, that's going to be moving like crazy. It's not just going to be really still like it is for me. It's going to be going everywhere. So if you get a rod with really low resilience and you're not good at catching fish, that's not going to be good. And of course, the max kg is how much your rod can hold. Like, so if you're wanting to catch a big fish, but your max kg, for example, might only be 6,000 and the fish weighs more than that, you cannot get that fish. They do vary in size, like I could catch a red snapper and make it weigh more or less, but we'll get onto that later. After you've practiced the basics of catching fish, you're going to want to sell your fish to make money, which is down here, it's the cash. You come up, what am I doing? You're going to want to come up here to this merchant, and you can either sell things to him separately, or you can come up to him and say, I'd like to sell my inventory, which will sell every single fish in your inventory. But if you have like some mythicals or legendaries and you haven't turned this setting off, it will actually keep them in your inventory. So what I recommend, if you're not planning to hang on to your mythicals and legendaries, which they seem rare at first, but they're really not, turn the legendary and mythical on. Leave the exotic off for now because you probably won't be getting many exotics when you're new. Because it's annoying if you have loads of legendaries and you have to go through them one by one. So just turn them on. After you get some money, you can buy these rods, and it already says I own this item, but when you have enough money, you can actually view the stats on the rod. I just look at the wiki to see if it's worth saving up for. But here are the starter rods. I think what you should go for is, if you're really bad at fishing, training. Here it's max kg is 9 kg, so it's actually a bit worse than the starter rod you get given. But as you see here, 0.2 control and 20% resilience, so you're probably not going to lose many fish with this, but there's a downside. Minus 70% luck. You are never really going to catch anything good with this, and if you do, that is insane. Bit more low speed, but the luck, this is horrible. This is usually probably just to practice playing the game, really. Plastic is probably what you should go for. It overall has like really good stats. Like if I find it, it's here. The only thing, there's nothing really bad about it. I mean, it has no control, but there's nothing in the negative section, which is what you really want to look for. Not much luck, not much low speed, but it's a little bit of an improvement from the beginner rod. But screw these two. The one you get definitely going to want to go for is the carbon rod, because it has alright stats apart from the low speed, but it's just a good rod you're going to want to hang on for a while. These are crab cages. I won't buy them yet. There's nothing really useful to do with them until later stages, but you basically put them in the water, and when they click, you can claim them and it'll give you a fish. But you have to wait, and if the area doesn't have anything good from crab caging, there isn't really a point. You might also see that I have it's outlined here for me, where the certain types of fish is. It's not hacks, it's just something you can buy. Oh my god, these people, I cannot see a thing. It's just outlined, you can buy it for a certain price. It's this little device over here. It's 8,000, it's called a fish radar. In your inventory it looks like this. Where the hell is it? Alright, there we go. Here's what it looks like. You click it, and for me it's now disabled, but if we turn it on, you can see abundance of the fish. If you want to catch flounder more easily, you're going to fish in this section. By now you should really know how to fish, but so let's move on to some other stuff here. If you try and speak to this guy before you're level 5, he won't let you speak to him, so get to level 5 and you can talk to him. The higher level you are, the better boats you can buy, and trust me, they get expensive, but it's not that hard, and money is hard at first, but then gets really easy. Before we move on to the other islands, let's go on to rarities. As you see here, the red exclamation mark means you just caught a regular fish. So it's regular, there's nothing special about it. Might have a mutation, which I haven't really come on to yet, but yeah, I have a mutation, it's Prismas, it will be worth more, but this is exclusive to this rod, which is 15 mil, so if you're a new player, unless you start hacking, I don't expect you to get this. A yellow exclamation mark is like yellowy gold, it means legendary. Blue means limited, and they'll be gone in the game after a bit, because it's limited. Pink, that's better than legendary, by the way, it's mythical. Rainbow, we like a different sounding noise, it's like a rainbow exclamation mark, that's exotic, those are pretty rare. Black and white, that's a secret, and trust me, I've only caught like a few of them. They are very, very, very rare. So yeah, it's just gotta get to know the things. Oh, and green, it's like an enchant relic, which is for enchanting. Who would have known? Enchant relics are pretty rare. Well, they're not pretty rare. I mean, you can get them, but there's two different types, and again, I'll move on to that later. Now you're all finished up on this island, hopefully level 5 with the carbon rod. It'll take a bit, but if you come here, you can click I'd like to see my ships, and the starter boat here, I'm pretty sure this is for 700, and of course you'll progress up, so you're going to get this starter boat, and it's going to look like this. Where is it? Why is my boat not spawned? Oh, it's over here. If it spawns somewhere else, that's because someone else's boat is in the way, so it has to spawn it somewhere else. So it doesn't always spawn over here. Just find your boat, only you can drive it. It'll say legendaries, it'll say your username seat, and that's the seat where you drive. Pretty simple, you just walk forward to move in. Yeah, it's pretty simple. This boat is really slow, I hate it. Now you're out in the world of Fisch. There's so many islands for you to explore, and you'll find other people's boat that they've just left. You can't drive them. You can fish into the ocean. There's this thing called a bestiary, whatever you want to call it. There's all of this stuff. It's whole new areas where you can just explore all this stuff. It's all new fish that you can get. I've not completed mine. I only have 87 on everything. But you can, if you're a collector, you'll love this game because you can collect all the fish. You are not immortal. Don't go drowning without diving gear. You will die, and you do lose money when you die. So don't start dying for no reason. I don't know why you do that, but someone will. You might be wondering where to go. I'd probably recommend Forsaken Shores. Now, it's quite an old island, but let me just spawn a new boat. Also, if you're wondering why I can spawn boats from anywhere, it's because I paid Robux for this. It's like $3.99 or something. I can't quite remember. Yeah, let me just get on here and we'll go to Forsaken Shores. Judging that you have the carbon rod, your carbon, whatever it is, you've got good stats now. It's a good start rod. So you can now just come over here and just follow me. So I'm assuming you'll be here. There's a merchant here, shipwright, and I'm pretty sure if you leave the game, you're gonna spawn at Moosewood. If you want to change that, talk to this guy, and you can set your spawn. You just say how much does it stay here. It's 35 cash, so it's not much at all. So then when you leave the game or die, you'll spawn back here at Forsaken. Follow me from down there, and you're gonna want to come up here to this like pond. So just keep following the path. And you're gonna get to this place here. Now nobody really fishes here anymore because like there's so many new better places, but I still think for beginners this is one of the best places to fish. Because it's quite a high chance of mythical. Now I know I have like a really good rod, but it's better than there's like one mythical in Moosewood and that's damn hard to get and you have to fish it in a certain spot. Like here is the only place where you can get the mythical in Forsaken Shores apart from the seahorse, which is cool I guess. So oh okay. So yeah, this is where you're gonna want to fish. You know, go back down for the merchant and stuff. You don't have to fish here; it's just recommended. Oh, why do I keep opening that up? You might notice I'm catching like special fish. It's called a mutation. That they make the fish worth more or less. Like most of them make it worth more, but there's a way to like, yo, what the fuck? This is a great time to explain. If you are in an Aurora Borealis server, don't just think, oh, cool. Your luck is multiplied by, I think it's 6 or 8. I don't know. It's something crazy. You're going to be hella lucky. For example, if you were to fish just out in the ocean, you're probably going to get something good. But why have I just said forget it? You're going to want to definitely fish. You're definitely going to just continue fishing. Don't go back to sell or anything. Just continue fishing until the aurora's over because you can force spawn one by using these things called sundial totems, which either makes it from day to night or from night to day, depending what time it is. And the 2,000 each, you buy them at Sunstone, but you don't really use them when you start off. Like, so when it's Aurora, you're gonna have extreme luck. As you see there, it's got a legendary, and you see this minus progress speed. Well, this bottom bar here won't go up as quick at all. Like it's taking a bit longer. The worst fish in the game to do right now is some of the secrets down in the new areas. They are like minus 95 and take about 5 minutes. If you're doing well at it, I took like 10 minutes and then just snapped my rod. Yeah, if you snap your rod, you don't get the fish. Well, I'm pretty sure you knew that. See, look, I just got a mutation, electric, so I'm pretty sure that'll be worth more now. I don't know where the fish went, but alright. Now you know quite a bit about the game. Okay. You can explore new rods, start collecting things. You're doing pretty decent now if you've got that rod. Aurora's really rare, and you can also either use sundials or do an 100% chance of Aurora for 500k for a totem. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's quite hard to make profit. I do not recommend buying them, unless you're hacking, of course. Then go ahead, do whatever. Let's teach y'all enchanting. So, as you see, I have these relics here. And you can buy them once level 30 from this guy called Merlin at Sunstone, or you can just fish them up. I just usually buy them because it's quite easy to get 11,000 for one. And these things called enchants. Remember how my other rod, all my rods have these words above them in stars and stuff. Well, that's enchants. If you're thinking, God, I like this rod, but it takes forever to get a fish. You want to come down here into this Statue of Sovereignty, and you got to pay this guy like 400 to come down. You're going to want to come down here, claim your token, come down here. And you got to make sure you have an enchant relic, and you got to make sure it's nighttime. If it ain't nighttime, you're not going to be allowed to enchant. Oh, and once you use your relic, it's gone. It's not infinite, and it's completely random what you get, so it doesn't let you pick. So let's just find a rod that I haven't enchanted. You see this rod here, minus 70 lure speed. Say I'm going to want hasty. It increases the, if we see here on this rod, decreases lure time by 55. So this rod will still be in the negative section, but it'll be a bit faster. It'll be quite a bit faster. So look, it's completely random. See, look, I haven't picked what I want. So look, there is loads of random enchants, and you can look them up and stuff. I'm not going to waste all my relics on this rod that I'm not even using, but that's how enchanting works. It's pretty cool, actually. It can make a huge difference. Like, I'm trying to get some exalted relics, which are extremely rare. It's a 1 in 2,000 without this special rod here. Rod with the exalted one, which gotta get like loads of special relics and stuff to get. But then with this rod, it's a 1 in 800, so it's still quite rare, but you can get them from fishing anywhere, so you don't have to go to a specific spot. People say the depths, but I just fish anywhere. You'll get one. Now you're pretty into fish, you know. If you manage into enchant and stuff, that's doing pretty well. Now, if you're a beginner player, I'm gonna say some good rods that you're gonna want to get. Like I said, you're gonna start off with the flimsy, and I'd probably, if you're bad at the game, go for the training rod. But me, I'd just go for the plastic, or if you just want a full-on grind for a good rod, go for, where is it? I don't know where it is, but remember when I said the carbon rod? Um, that's the rod you're gonna want to go for, and then save up 7,000. I'm pretty sure it's 7,000. I thought it was 11k, but I think it's 7,000. It's for this steady rod. You'll find it at Roslet Bay, because those rods are, yo, what the fuck, bro? Wait. That 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 just spawned. All right. Yeah, you're gonna want to go to Roslet Bay, because the rods at Moosewood aren't the only rods in the game. There's like loads more. There's loads, as you see. I've got absolute loads here, and I've only got 59% of all of them. So that's like, I've barely got any in. Yo, that was an exotic. That's an exotic right there. That little rainbow exclamation mark. That was an exotic. And this is the key you need to use to get the depths. If you get this, don't get rid of it. It's not particularly rare. It's one of the most common exotics to get. As you can see, it's probably because of the aurora here, but those are pretty rare. If you the depths key, they're not great. They don't sell for much. Don't sell them. Just keep. All you need to do is keep one to open the depths, and you have to get a full. You have to complete the bestiary of the Vertigo, and you want to know how to get into Vertigo? Find a whirlpool with this like spout thing coming off it, and straight up just jump in. It will suck you in, and you will be teleported to this place, which, how to get out, spend 444 on a conch, which is all the way down there, or here, and you can sell stuff to this guy, and during Aurora you can buy the Aurora rod, which is only here during an Aurora, so if you don't have this rod and it's Aurora and you have 90k, grab it. It's decent. Down here, you can buy one here, and that is the door to the depths, but you need a key and to complete this place. So, you know, it's another area with new fish, as you can see. My only question is, why is a rubber ducky minus 70 progress speed? As you can see, it goes up so much slower than some other fish, so, yeah. If you are pretty good at fish now, you're at this stage. I want fish down here for money. I just want to unlock the depths as soon as you can, basically. If you see one of them, because you're going to see other whirlpools without that spout thing coming off it. If you see one with a spout thing on, just jump down it. Try and complete the entire bestiary of Vertigo. That also includes the Icinade, which I did not get up there, but you have to get it up there where that thing spawned. So that's why you'd want the radar. Depths key you can get from down here as well. I can probably just pretty easily get it like right now. I don't know why. I just feel like I can. Why am I fish? Hello? No? Okay, cool. And then once you unlock the depths, that's a whole new area, and it's actually where you can get your first proper exotic. I don't really count the key as one. It's so easy to get. It's not that easy. That's why I wasn't excited. But yeah, certain baits as well. I should have probably explained this sooner, but you see here, for example, the one I like using is seaweed because it gives preferred luck. So if you go on the bestiary and you want to try and get a certain fish, and let's try and find one that prefers seaweed. Like, I don't know, but you see how it says bait here? For example, this thing like shrimp, it likes it to be nighttime, it likes the season to be autumn. Right now it is nighttime, but it is not autumn. You can still get it just won't be as common. So, yeah. Resilience -5. That'll take 5 resilience off your rod. Not permanently, just well using that bait. All this stuff. Universal look is for like every good fish, so it's not like preferred where it's like what does the fish like. It's like kind of for all the good fish, so yeah. And there's certain events that can happen in this game as well. Like, remember when I caught that thing at the start of the video, which was that like, well, you didn't see me catch it, but I did get it. It's what was it? Hammerhead, great white, yeah, great white shark. This thing is, if it spawns, if you catch it, nobody else gets it. You have it. Same with if a megalodon has been spotted, you go get that megalodon. It's past Ancient Isles, but yeah, it's pretty high kg. You probably won't be getting that. If you catch that, nobody else gets it. Wait for an up to spawn. Same with the kraken, skylar, all that stuff. So it's quite a fight, and when you get it, they'll either go GG or go grr. I wanted that grr. These teleport you back to your home point. So if you want to get out of here, just buy one of them and click it. Just walk around, pull thing, and it's gonna teleport you back. My home point is set down here, which is in the new update, but I'm not going to explain that here because this is quite advanced to get down here. You know, you need like krakens and stuff to feed these things, get stuff. So it's quite advanced. You might find rods laying around like that 10 mil one over there, which is a scam. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. It's such a waste. Go into the shop, pay to win, double the servers look. This rip-off stuff, this is all literally just boats. Skins for trident rods. If you have the trident rod and you want a skin for it, spend 299 Robux and you get the skin. And you can only use it on the trident rod, which I don't like. Bobbers, which is like this thing on the end of your rod. Like I have a special bobber here, it's limited, it was 99 Robux. It's this heart thing, it sometimes makes a different noise. Coins, don't buy these. They are so easy to get. I mean, 500 for 49, that's ridiculous. I mean, this is not good. 899 for 25k. I can get like 61k from one fish. This stuff, some extra bobbers, sell anywhere. That's how I have that thing up there. Double experience. Well, I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. Appraisers, look. Appraise, radio, spawn boat anywhere, supporter, emote pack. Appraiser is scammer. There's a person in Moosewood, which, like, kind of like, you say you want a mutation, you'll speak to her and you'll go, oh, can you appraise this fish for me, please? And she will. And she'll either remove its mutation, give it a new mutation, make it heavier, lighter. It's a complete gamble, and usually you get scammed. Or is that just me because I don't have the Game Pass? I don't know, but God, you'll get a fish that's worth a lot, and then you'll find out that you've spent more money trying to get it. But yeah, it's pretty much all the basics of fish. If I forgot to cover anything, just tell me and I'll comment it, I guess, because I probably forgot to cover something that I said I'd cover later. So if you're one of them people still waiting for something I said, then just tell me and I'll tell you back. See ya, and make sure to subscribe. See ya.